Hello and welcome to Skinning Up in Difficult Places. I am Dizzy High and this is my friend Dave, and as you can see Dave is just a little bit stoned, but that's okay. What do we do today? We're going to skin up in a difficult place. This is Valle de Luna. It's not exactly difficult, but it's windy, and when it's windy it's very hard to skin up a joint. We're using special blueberry paper today, which you can get from London, or they're made in Spain, so you can probably get them from there as well. And what we do, I like to call this dialer joint, because we just dial the size that we want, like this. And there, I think that they'll be long enough for our little demonstration today. We rip this off. This is lovely blueberry flavour Rizla. Very nice. First of all, we have to fold it like this. And that's folded. And what we need to do, obviously, because it's windy, it's quite difficult. So we want to prepare everything beforehand if we can. So, for the meantime, I'll put my Rizla in my pocket so it's nice and safe. It won't go missing anywhere there. Next thing we need to do is we need to take our tobacco. And tobacco is here. And we can also utilise the cardboard from this tobacco to actually make a nice filter so that it doesn't go soggy in the mouth. We just rip off about half of that little tab there, as we can see, and now we have to just roll that up nicely, which we will do now. It's important to have a lot of pockets when you're doing this, because that way you can put things in your pockets and therefore not leave them lying about where they can just blow away in the wind, which isn't a very good thing, but it will do. Now you see we have that rolled up. We need to put this somewhere safe. It's small, so we don't really want to put it in our pocket. So I always suggest somewhere good and safe, like the ear, just there. Only problem is you can't hear if anybody's coming, so it can be a bit dangerous. But what can you do? Here we have what we call the special ingredient, which is weed. Weed is available in most countries. Some places it's illegal. In fact, most places it's illegal. So we won't be sending any of these tapes to the police. Here we go, we have our little bag of weed, and we also have the other ingredient, which is a cigarette. I'm using Camel here, Camel, because I didn't have any others in the shop, but that's okay. And we're going to take about 2/3 of the cigarette, and break off that, you put the rest behind your ear, and you can store that for later. Next we open up the cigarette, like so. And as you can see, the wind is coming into play here. And we just put this in our hand like this. This cups it nicely from the wind so that it doesn't blow all over the place. Take this bit of paper, because we're in a lovely place, we're going to store this in our pocket and we'll dispose of it later when we get to a suitable receptacle. Now we'll take the special ingredient. You need a couple of pinches will do. So we'll take it here. That's one pinch. You can always put more in, it depends on your mood, whether or not it's your first spliff of the day, or whether or not you just want to get totally off your face. I'm just going to stick with the 2 pinches here, which is all we really need for this little demonstration. So there we go, we have the 2 pinches of the secret illegal ingredient. Put that back in our pocket for safekeeping, and now we just give this a little mix. Make sure everything's all blended in nicely. Using a few bits because of the wind, but nothing too serious. Now go back to our Rizla that we prepared earlier. And this, if it's going to get windy, this is always the part where it gets the windiest. And what we're going to do here, we're going to transfer the tobacco from the hand into the Rizla. I have to do this very quick. Scrape off any excess that's stuck to the palm of your hand. Because waste not, want not. You never know when you'll be able to buy some more. And now we want to quickly do the fold so that the wind affects us as least as possible, and we just spread out the ingredients onto the Rizla like so, and then we start the roll. The rolling is very simple. It's a good idea to practice with rolling tobacco first or something if you've never rolled before, and particularly if you're in a windy place. And there we go, that's rolled up quite nicely now, and all we need now is a filter, which we did earlier, ear. The wind kicked in a little bit then, just proving how difficult this task actually is, because I am a professional. Now we go for fold. And here we have, that's pretty much complete now. The last bit to do is lick. This is very special with this paper, because as I said, it's blueberry, doesn't leave a nasty taste in your mouth. That tastes so good. And we've finished the roll like so. And all that's left to do now is to shake the tobacco down and get rid of any excess paper on either end. And as it's blueberry, we can eat it, which is lovely. So waste not, want not. And there we go. That there is a joint. Dave, how did you think we did with that? He doesn't usually answer because he is very stoned. And now we'll do the final bit, which is to light it. Lighting it in a windy place can be difficult. And again, you can cup with your hands to prevent any extra wind getting in and disturbing the flame that you produce from a little lighter like this, or you could use matches, although not recommended in this kind of environment. Zippo lighters aren't really looked at that good because the smell of the petroleum they use can affect the flavour. Might be worth mentioning at this point, it's useful if you use a lighter that actually works, because that can speed up the lighting process much quickly. And we have a big fluorescent yellow so that we don't lose it. And that is our blueberry joint going. Just going to give Dave a quick blow back here and he will be happy. That's for Dave. Thank you, Dave. Any last words before we carry on? No? Okay. Well, be good, enjoy the sunshine, and we'll see you again soon. That was Skinny Up in Difficult Places. Please join us next week for Skinny Up in Difficult Places, where we'll be in a police waiting room within a police station. That's going to be really difficult. Until then, we'll see you then. Happy smoking.